Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yes, we're doing this again.
Yes, we are.
Last time we had some technical difficulties, which I feel is going to be a recurring feature of this game.
Yep. Well, I mean, we're having it with mine, aren't we? So,
Yeah. Right. So, uh,
I don't know what you need to do. Is this whole game set in Bay City?
no,
Okay, cool. Just because it's been here for quite a long time at the moment.
don't call me out like that, man.
Oh, is it your fault? Is it because we spent half a video trying to find that one fucking building?
God, it's my fault.
I thought the whole point of this was that you'd be good at this game.
You're
Go back to Hitman. At least we can laugh about how shit you are.
Shut up.
I can quantify it because I can see. Do you want a topic?
Yeah, go on.
I went to see the Minecraft movie.
Did you?
I did.
Were people a dick during the chicken jockey scene?
They were not.
Good.
But I went at 10 in the morning, so that probably helped a little bit.
Oh, good.
I went with my partner and I went with my son.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, I can quickly get his take on this. My boy, would you come through quickly? Thank you. He'll be here in a moment. It's
Okay.
past his bedtime. He's reading in bed at the moment. But we'll get him to come through anyway.
Okay.
Come here, my boy. Me and Ben are recording, as you know, because it's Thursday night.
Special guest
We
star.
watched the Minecraft movie, didn't we? Yes, we did. How did you find the Minecraft movie? You liked it? You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
What was your favourite bit? He's thinking.
He's still thinking.
He's still thinking.
He's still thinking.
There's a few silly bits that you quite enjoyed, weren't
Yeah.
there? Yeah. One of the characters shares the same name as him, which was always a source of comedy when we. Yeah, because it's a fairly normal name you've got, isn't it? Yeah. But no, you just enjoyed the film, didn't you? It was a good thing to go see, enjoy, have fun. So yeah. So anyway, off you go. Bye bye. Anyway,
Well, there you go.
I would say that it was entertaining, but very cringe.
Well, that's.
Like they threw a lot of memes in there.
Oh no, they blew up on my barrels. Yeah, that is sort of how Minecraft is these days, isn't it?
Like one of the bad guys was like a leader in a bad guy army.
Yeah.
Like not the main bad guy, but like a henchman in
That's-
charge of other minions. And they were called Chungus.
Chungus.
Chungus. Was a bit of a meme thing, isn't it?
Big Chungus.
Yeah, and he was a big one as well. So, and then you've got like there's a bit where Jason Momoa's character is about to get killed by Chungus,
Oh no.
and he's like, "Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something." Which is obviously that meme as well.
Is it?
And I will admit, yeah, there's a meme of that. I can't remember what it's called, but there's this guy's like, let me tell you something. I think he's about to get dropped off like a bungee cord thing or something.
Alright.
And it was funny in the moment because it was like, oh, I didn't just do that today. But it's very memey. It's very. It has its very entertaining moments. It is, I would dare say it's a good film.
Okay.
Not a great film.
So it's no Citizen Kane, is what you're saying.
Well, I've not seen Citizen Kane, so I might not actually enjoy that. But I would say that if it's probably like a 6 or 7. It's serviceable as a film. It does the job. What more could you really ask for at the end of the day from a kids' film, right? It does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm here.
Predictable in places.
Activate cutscene, please.
Bit predictable in places, but you know it's got its moments. Yeah. I'm pleased I went to see it because I'd been advised to pre-drink if I could, but sadly I was driving, so I could not pre-drink.
Yeah. Probably for the best you weren't drinking then.
Yeah.
You had to drive.
Yeah. Whilst we were there, I saw trailers for the How to Train Your Dragon and Lilo and Stitch live action versions,
Oh God.
and I have to say, I am incredibly disappointed that A, these films exist, and B, that they are such a shot for shot remake by the look of them. I know How to Train Your Dragon very well. I know Lilo and Stitch very well.
Yeah.
And the vast majority of the shots in both trailers, in fact, as far as I can tell, every single shot in the How to Train Your Dragon trailer is a shot from the original movie.
Well, why bother doing anything different, man?
I know, but if you're going to live action it, you might as well, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the Lilo and Stitch one, most of the shots look to be. There's a few extra bits in there that they didn't do in the original, but it's nothing major. I will want to watch them, I think, because I very strongly like those two films, the original. I would like to see the live action version, I think. And then the Formula One film comes out soon as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's next month. So I've got a lot of films I want to see apparently. Oh, I mean, now this is what happened, isn't it? I couldn't remember.
So let's hope. Nice, right.
Do we not want to blow up the city?
No, because we're in it,
Oh, okay. So it's Guardians of the Galaxy rules then.
I guess.
There's a bit in Guardians of the Galaxy where someone gets asked why he wants to save the universe.
I'm
because I'm one of the idiots that lives in it. And it's a perfectly valid, perfectly reasonable explanation.
Yeah.
One of the best, I would say.
Yeah.
There's not much call to do so otherwise. But yeah, the Minecraft. And speaking of remakes, there was a big remake released this week, wasn't there?
What's that?
Yes, the Oblivion remaster.
All right.
19 years after the original was released, Bethesda have released a remaster of Oblivion. Have you ever played Oblivion?
I have not.
Have you played any of the Elder Scrolls games?
I've seen you play a bit of one.
Yeah, Skyrim, but you've not played any of them yourself.
Oh.
No, well, Oblivion is the one that had. I think we mentioned it last week. It's the one that. I think it was rumored that they were doing it. It's official. It has happened. It's the one that had the Patrick Stewart.
Oh yeah.
Where they gave him all the paperwork, and he fucking loved it. One of the other
Such a
things that they
lovely
did
sunny day.
in the original, it seems that they accidentally kept a fluffed voice line in.
Oh yeah, I think
So,
I've. The one of the woman.
God. Yeah, there's a woman talking and she says, "Oh no, wait, let me do that again," and then does the line again, and they kept that in the original, and they have done it again in the remake.
Oh, well, I suppose it got to. It's a fan favorite line at this point, I'm sure.
Exactly. That's how true. That's how true to reality this. How faithful this remaster is. I think they've re-recorded it. I don't think they've. You know. There's also people doing what we call Skyblivion, which is a combination of Oblivion and Skyrim together, and I think they're trying to basically make a single world for all of the Skyrim, all the Elder Scrolls stuff to go into and play all the games and shit. And they've been given 3 CD keys, so they can all play the remastered, which is nice. I think that's nice of them to be able to get that.
Yeah. There was a KGB guy shooting at me, and we want to abduct. Oh no, it's not a KGB guy. It's this turret.
Who's it? Oh my god.
Yeah.
We get to go to jolly old England. Tally-ho. Oh, wait.
Yes.
Have you got a topic you want to do?
Well, yes, you were talking about remakes.
Yes.
Oh, hello.
Shoot him.
And oh no, that's not what I want. Okay, I'm gonna do some gene blending
Come on.
because you can get some abilities. And you upgrade some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
go on, remakes.
Yes. Well, we're getting a remake of a film from the 90s.
Are we?
Yes. Don't know whether you've heard about this. Presumably not. Um, it's a little thing called "I Know What You Did Last Summer."
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I know what you did last decade.
Well, it's
Last generation.
it's just called. It's still called "I Know What You Did Last Summer."
Oh, that's a bit out.
Yeah.
What is it with horror franchises? Trying to
Well, it's sort of
milk
interesting
them
because
for
people
everything they're
people
worth.
are talking about it in terms of it being a reboot,
Okay.
but it's got um Fred Buffy's husband.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, he's in it, and he was in the original. And the
Okay.
main survivor girl, she's in it.
I don't know who that was.
And they visit uh, Daphne's grave,
Okay.
who died in the first film. You
I
know.
still know what you did 28 summers ago.
Well, for those of you who don't know, would you like to explain the gist of the plot of "I Know What You Did Last Summer"?
I think they accidentally killed a guy. Someone knows, and then tried to get revenge a year later.
Yeah, it's basically that.
Generally, is that yeah?
Yeah, they
And then the year after that, someone else tries to get revenge for it.
a
Okay.
group of teenagers are out driving and they're drunk and they think they hit a guy. Oh, shit, that's not great. And hang on. They think they hit a guy, and a year later, shit starts going down. Whoa! And they get killed off one by one. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it is.
Until
It is. It's nothing. I don't think it's anything particularly intelligent. It is the guy they almost killed who's trying to kill them. I think.
which sort of makes sense.
I think it's implied at one point as a sort of a red herring that it might be his daughter. And it's got that famous shot. I don't know whether you've seen it, where the lead actress sort of stands in the middle of the street, and I can't remember what she says. She says like, "We're here" or something like that. Like, "Come and get
What are you
us."
waiting
What are
for?
you waiting for? That's it. Yeah.
Because they did it in Scary Movie.
Yes. Do you know the origin of that
And
scene?
what? Which scene?
The scene in the "I Know What You Did Last Summer" when she stands in the
I, I'm
street.
I'm I'm assuming she was shouting to the directors that she didn't know where the cameras were or something, and she was like, "What are you waiting for? What do you want?"
No,
So I'm like, no.
it was directed by somebody who won a competition.
Oh, okay.
They won a competition to direct a scene, and that was the scene they got to direct.
Okay.
And yeah, the lead actress didn't like it very much because she thought it was shit.
Okay. But it's actually quite iconic.
Yeah, that's yeah. She sort of years later, she's sort of like, yeah, it's hanging about, you know. It's got a legacy.
Mm.
It's a reference to the first game.
Mm. Yeah, I quite like the Scary Movie one because she shouts it and someone's on a roof trying to jump off, and it's like, yeah, actually, you know what? I don't. Suicide is not a funny thing that you should laugh and make jokes about and all that kind of thing. But it's an entertaining scene, knowing that it's not a real circumstances. Yeah, you know. Yeah. So I made a lifestyle choice this last week.
Oh.
I cancelled my gym membership
Oh.
because I've not been getting there.
Well, I
Uh,
suppose. No, sorry. Go on. I interrupted you.
it's 30 quid a month
Yeah.
that I'm not getting any benefit from.
Mm,
So it makes no sense to keep it.
mm,
And I've still got to pay for May because of how it works, but
yeah.
it's fine. I can get over it. I've got a slightly discounted May one, so. But yeah, so I cancelled
Oh
it. But
fuck! I got hit by a car.
sue them. That's the American way. More importantly, I have decided to spend the first 4 months worth of my gym membership,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to end up paying. I've pre-spent it
Yeah.
on a treadmill
Right.
that I have, and I don't have to go anywhere to fucking use. The issue with going to the gym is I've actually got to go there. I've got to organise childcare. I've got to sort all that kind of shit out. If I've got a treadmill at home, I don't have to. Right? I could just use
Yeah.
the treadmill. I
Yeah.
used some tonight. I spent some time on it yesterday.
Mm,
Just one of those things.
mm.
So yeah, I've got a treadmill.
Mm.
That's 2 pieces of mechanized gym equipment I have now, plus some weights.
Well, of course, your gym membership isn't the only thing you cancelled.
Well, yeah, I deleted Grinder.
Yeah.
I'm not so fussed about getting some dick
There must
at
be
the
a
moment.
pun in there, surely. There must be some
What?
sort
Not
of.
so fussed about getting some dick.
No, that sort of draws a parallel between the gym and grinder. That's two type of workouts you're avoiding or something. I don't know.
It's not the only gym I cancelled.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, point is,
Well,
uh,
one's full of fat old men looking to get a workout. The other's the
and the other one's
gym.
Grinder. Oh,
Oh.
works both ways.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah, I'm giving up on it. I'm not that it's a necessary thing. I'm looking to commit more to the personal relationship I currently have for this while. I think it would do me some good. So
Yeah.
I feel like maybe my considerations when it comes to that sort of thing have been a bit selfish, a bit personal guided, rather than I think it'll do me some good to concentrate on us for a while instead of me for a while.
What? Us? Me and you?
No, not me and you, me and my
Oh.
partner.
Oh.
Arg food.
There you go. There's one. There's one. There's another.
Just wants 3 of them.
And there's another.
Right. Yes, indeed, Arg Groodle. But yeah, I think it's good to.
Yes.
It certainly can't hurt to spend more time focusing on my personal relationship.
I suppose not.
Not unless someone starts getting spanked or something.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I pushed the wrong button.
Mm.
Oh, it should be north of here.
You got a topic you want to do?
Yeah, I do.
Right.
So I saw a post circulating on Reddit recently.
Okay.
The gist of it is, who are your horror movie Hall of Famers or your slasher film Hall of Famers?
Mm.
I'd say Hall of Famers. Who would be on the horror movie Mount Rushmore?
Okay. Ghostface has got to be on there.
Okay.
Michael Myers, not Mike
Not Mount
Myers.
Myers.
Freddy
Mm.
and Jason.
That's sort of where I fall as well.
I feel like, you know, I feel like you've got to include Freddy, Jason, and
Mike Myers, yeah. Maybe Leatherface. Or what's his face off of Psycho.
Norman.
Yeah.
I suppose the real thing you need to consider is what are you trying to cover by having these people? Are
Well,
you trying to?
Mount Rushmore, the people on Rushmore are Teddy Roosevelt, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, and Thomas Jefferson. And these are people widely considered to be the best US presidents, right?
Okay.
So really, I guess it's your four best or the four that stand head and shoulders
Best
above,
represent Orange.
best represent, you know.
Okay. So I would say what you want to do is you want to go with you don't want Freddy, Jason, and Michael.
Mm-hmm.
You want to pick which one of those best represents
Slashes.
that style of horror.
So by that logic,
Or a gratuitous slashers rather than meta slashers. I think you can get away with Ghostface being separate because it's a more modern take on the style.
so really, I suppose you could have Michael Myers,
Yep.
um, Anthony Perkins. What's the character's name in Psycho? Norman Bates.
Norman Bates.
Norman Bates, the shark from Jaws, and Reagan.
And I see. I was going to say the Xenomorph.
Uh, so we're
You got it.
Yeah, we're just ruining this guy's life. He was a draft
I,
dodger, and we handed him over to the man.
I was going to say the Xenomorph.
Yeah, yeah, it's not the worst edition.
Um, Trying to work out what else would go on there is complicated, though, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
you've got options. It's just you got to get it right. That's
Well, I agree with your point. I mean, slasher wise, it's Freddy, Jason, Mike Myers, and I think
and then goes.
I think Norman Bates, just because he was kind of in some sense the first.
Mm.
Um, but it sort of made me think, what would it be for other genres?
Okay.
You know. So I mean, maybe you could do like British comedians.
Okay. So you want I think you have to have Spike Milligan.
Okay.
You go with uh it's Tim Vine.
Hmm.
Two very different styles of comedy.
Yeah.
Pick a Monty Python actor.
Okay.
I'm inclined to go Michael Palin or John Cleese.
Okay.
One of the two, but not both.
Yeah.
And then someone who does a bit more long form and a bit more modern. Uh, Someone like not Michael McIntyre, but someone a bit like Michael McIntyre. Someone who's a bit more modern, a bit more friendly. You don't want anything too edgy on there.
Well, I suppose I would be inclined to go for different eras of comedy. So Stan Laurel
Okay.
was British. Oliver Hardy was American, but Stan Laurel was British.
Just before you've got to kill Private Dancer.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's a reference to Private Dancer.
Private dancer, your dancer for money.
It's got to be, hasn't it?
Any old business will do. Yes.
Okay. Carry on. So yeah, Laurel or
Uh,
Hardy, whichever one it was.
well, yeah, Stan Laurel.
You're gonna die if you.
I'm not. Oh.
You got lucky there that didn't kill you.
Yeah. But, okay, I guess we're waiting
You got
here.
lucky there that didn't kill you.
What are you going to do? Prick.
Carry on.
So Stan Laurel. Then I suppose you want somebody. I mean, you can't really have Morecambe and Wise, so I suppose I would have. God. I suppose I would have Ronnie Barker.
Yeah.
Then you want somebody from like the alternative comedy set.
Oh, so like your Adrian Edmondson or your Rick Mail or
Well, I was
something.
going to say Rick Mail.
Yeah, that's a reasonable
So
shout.
probably Rick Mail because I mean I'm not massively up to date with his comedy stylings, but
It's a very distinctive face though,
he
so
kind
it'd
of
be a standout.
yeah, I mean he kind of exemplifies the alternative set, or maybe Billy Colony,
Yeah, yeah,
Connolly. And then I suppose you want someone from the current era.
yeah. They are kicking your ass, mate.
There's a lot of them. Fuck,
They kicked your ass.
that's right. Yeah, you want someone from the he's definitely dead from the modern era. Well, I did the smart thing and threw him off a cliff.
It helps. I think one of the Pythons is a good shout, personally.
I agree. I think John Cleese of all of them would be the most
I suppose when you consider something like the
faulty
fact that Faulty
towers.
Towers is a thing, and it's his involvement in other comedy,
Mm,
it makes sense to pick him.
yeah, yeah. I don't disagree with that. I think I would be inclined to stick.
I would say of your picks, you replace um, uh,
Well, I still have a fourth.
Roddy Barker. Oh, so you didn't go with a modern one.
No, I think
You
John
you
Cleese.
listed. Oh,
Yeah.
you think him as a modern one?
Well, no, I was going to put a modern one. Then you started talking about the Pythons. I thought, you know what, John Cleese. Yeah, fair enough. So I'd have Stan Laurel, Ronnie Barker, Rick Mail, and John Cleese. It's a fairly eclectic mix, but I think I've got a fair span of time periods and representation on there. You there?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, you are.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a confusing Facebook message.
Who from?
My partner's best mate, who's doing crochet club with her right now.
Oh my god.
Um, it's a bit confusing.
Let's see.
I wonder if maybe she's picked up the wrong phone.
Hmm. Right. Yeah, I mean, so that's for the British comedians. I mean, you could do it for all sorts of things, couldn't you?
How would you do for sci-fi?
Are we talking sci-fi films or characters or?
Take your pick, just science fiction.
Okay, I'm gonna do characters.
Okay.
Well, Darth Vader's an obvious one, right?
Darth Vader is an obvious one.
Because you know, visually very distinctive, immediately iconic, and from like the
Yeah.
biggest science fiction franchise. Spock, I would argue, is another given.
I would say Spock, but I thought it'd be funny if you went with Kirk because it's basically the same face, isn't it? It's meant to as
As Michael Myers.
yeah.
Yes.
It's just funny to me. I entertained the possibility.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got Spock, Vader. I completely agree. They're sensible.
Um,
I would want to go for Terminator.
I think you're right. Although Terminator to me sort of leans more into action. Fuck
It does, but
you.
it's sci-fi.
Watch where
Action,
you're
isn't
going,
it?
you fucking dweeb.
It's action rooted in science.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think that's.
so
Yeah, maybe a Robbie the Robot.
um,
I mean, it's a shame that the.
or do you go Marvin the robot? Marvin the android, the paranoid android, or whatever
I
it
mean,
is,
you
from
could.
Hitchhikers.
You could.
because then you got a different style of sci-fi again, a comedy sci-fi. So
Mm.
you've got your serious sci-fi in your Star Trek, because out of the four, it's serious sci-fi, isn't it?
Mm.
I would say you've got your um, long form sci-fi from your Star Wars. You've got your action sci-fi, and you've got your comedy sci-fi.
Mm.
A nice range of.
Well, I mean, if you're covering the big franchises, oh yeah, I forgot we've got to get this guy.
Shamalama.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry, you've got big franchises, you say.
Yeah, so Doctor Who.
Yes, that's true. But which face do you go with?
Well, I guess Tom Baker,
Okay.
because Tom Baker was like fucking massive.
Mm.
That was that wasn't Doctor Who at his peak because that was 10, I think. You know, just sort of in terms of cultural presence, things like that. But I think,
David Tennant has played him the most different times.
yeah, but Tom Baker has a that was the first great golden age of Doctor Who.
Okay. I'm just thinking David Tennant has played three different Doctors, is my
Hmm.
thinking. If you count the Meta Crisis Doctor,
Yeah,
which you should.
I still think Tom Baker.
I think you're probably right. It's one or the other, and
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't care enough to argue either way.
So Darth Vader, Spock, Tom Baker's Doctor Who, and
Well, I think with Tom Baker's Doctor Who, you don't necessarily need to put Marvin in.
no, it's sort of. I mean, it's British science fiction. It's
It's
both.
silly as well as
Yeah.
it sort of covers for 5 hours.
Um. I mean, I
Um,
kind of think. What is the other fourth? I mean, is there another sci-fi franchise of comparable size to
I don't
Star
think
Trek?
there
I
is.
don't. I think it's just those three, isn't it?
They're the big three, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it worth doing some sort of robot?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Sort of Robbie the robot from Forbidden Planet. You know, because that's like
Um,
peak 1950s science fiction.
or do you go with something like Johnny Five, because that's peak 80s sci-fi?
I don't know whether you can say Johnny Five is big.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Johnny Five. He's alive.
Mhm. I think you could do.
Or
I mean, it's tempting to say Rod Serling
okay,
from the
yeah,
Twilight Zone.
yeah.
I can't remember where this fucking tunnel is.
It looks like it's on the other side of that hill.
This hill.
Yeah, but I'm basing that on a map. I don't know if it's a path I'm seeing or if it's a tunnel I'm seeing.
I think it's a path you're seeing because there's a path that leads down. I think it's on the other side of the map
Oh, is it?
by the
They
old
were talking
sort.
about it. Didn't they tell you it was north of the tower?
Hang on. Let's run a risk here. Yeah, maybe Rod Serling. You know.
Speaking of Doctor Who,
Yeah.
just very briefly, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to watch it much early to this week.
Okay. So what time do you
Um,
reckon?
well, I mean, I think that I've got my partner over until mid afternoon. I'll then do the shopping, so I probably won't get back and be able to
Uh,
start watching it until about
five.
5.
Well, at least now I know where the tunnel is. Okay, that yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Five, yeah, five is fine. Right. So now we know where the convoy is. Ah, you there?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I was still confused by a message.
I don't know.
But yeah, I think 5 should be the earliest I can start watching it.
That's okay.
And it's the absolute earliest I'll be able to start watching it. If anything changes, I'll let you know when I know. But I mean, watch it when you want to watch it. Just I won't be available until
That's all right.
probably the normal sort of time.
That's completely fine. Right.
Yeah. Okay, what would you do for sports then?
Okay.
British sport.
British sport. Oh god,
British sport.
I don't know an awful lot about sport. Is the
That's
issue?
fine.
Do you want? Well, I suppose do you want the sports or do you want?
No. The sportsmen or women.
Okay. The only one I can think of really is David Beckham.
I feel like David Beckham's a good shout. David Beckham would be on my sports Rushmore.
Mm.
I would put Lewis Hamilton on there.
Of course you would.
I'm biased towards Formula One, but it makes sense for Sir Lewis Hamilton, 7-time and most decorated Formula One racing driver of all time, to be on that list. I would say it makes sense outside of my own biases.
Mm.
Just like David Beckham makes sense because of him being such a successful football player, right? And for a while he was British football, wasn't he?
I mean, I've said it before. When I was a kid, it felt like David Beckham was the most famous person in the world.
Yeah, yeah, it's just how it is.
Mm.
I'm assuming Ronnie O'Sullivan's.
I guess.
Oh, do you do someone like Tim Henman or Andy Murray?
I mean,
Which woman do you pick? Because you got to have a woman.
Paula Radcliffe.
Oh, but didn't she shit herself?
No, she pissed herself.
Oh, okay.
Well, she didn't. She had the toilet on the side of the road.
Well, who hasn't done that? We all had an HUE, haven't we?
Where are the people? Where is everybody? I can't see any NPCs.
Where are we all? Where are you? What are you waiting for?
Oh, there's one. What do you mean it's escaping? I haven't fucking seen it.
The game bugged out on you.
Well, I can't be asked to do this again right now, so we'll probably revisit that one later. And I'm not doing that one because it's difficult.
Oh yeah, you don't want to show yourself up as being just as fucking awkward as you are.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, at least you're honest.
Shall we go to old London town?
Yeah, go on then.
Right.
There's we're not going to talk Formula One this week because there wasn't a lot to talk about.
Okay.
But I have got a topic about someone who's waited 30 years to be recognised. Do you know anything about this?
Is it? I don't know.
If I told you it's a woman, would that help?
Oh yes, this is the magic circle.
This is a magic circle.
So
Tell us this one.
I did see this, and I must have got distracted because I did think about sticking it on the top of this. But 30 odd years ago, a woman applied to the magic circle, masquerading as a man for her audition. And I think she passed the audition, and they found out she was a woman, so they kicked her out because it was all male. I don't know what.
She revealed herself to be a woman shortly. There were rumours that they were going to start accepting women.
Hmm.
So she spent a lot of time, by the sounds of it, pretending to be a man.
Hmm.
And revealed herself when she thought it wouldn't matter. It pissed them off that she'd been lying to them all this time. They kicked her out, and they are now giving her a proper membership into the Magic Circle and acknowledging that she should have probably been in it. And there's an apology as well, I believe.
Hmm.
I can sort of see both sides of this. I would probably be a bit pissed if I'd found out someone had been lying to me for so long as they had. But it seems like such a silly thing that she shouldn't have had to lie about it in the first place, and she obviously felt that she had to because of the rules that they had there. Clearly, she was a competent magician.
Yeah.
you know.
I well, firstly, it's stupid that the Magic Circle was open to men only, but I suppose
Yeah.
it was the 80s.
Well, it would have been the 90s 30 years ago.
No, it would. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I thought it was 36 years ago, so that's 80.
Well, they said
No.
30
Oh,
last I heard.
all right.
Let me find the article because it's an interesting story, isn't it? Let me find the article.
Mm.
Oh no.
What?
Um, there's a zoo near here, the Lincolnshire Wildlife Park,
Okay.
which has a majestic white lion called Uganda.
Yeah.
But it's died
Oh,
at the age of 16.
how long do they often live for?
No? But apparently their health often declines when they reach 12 or 13 years old. So
God blimey, I'm British. Look, it's the beetle from that episode of Doctor Who.
it's a more realistic looking beetle
Yeah.
than the ones from Doctor Who and from the um
I couldn't
what's it called?
understand the bloody word.
The upcoming movie.
God blimey, governor.
Oh, look, Luke being booed in Southampton, in Liverpool, and he surrendered a 4-0 lead.
Off we go to Hyde Park. There's a very funny mind scan you can get from these NPCs. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know whether we'll see it, but basically the gist is I want to be the first prostitute to be Prime Minister, unless that Margaret Thatcher gets there first.
Oh.
Amuses me.
What was the topic? Magic Circle.
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw speaking of the Magic Circle, I saw a video essay about a magician who'd been kicked out for doing a fun
34 years.
34,
So
so
1991.
91. Yeah, she did he got kicked out, and basically somebody went in and asked about it. It was just really controversial, and it seemed like the Magic Circle sort of has no rules, and it's just a bit. Everybody knows it doesn't really matter. It's a weird club, the Magic Circle.
Tommy Cooper was a part of it, wasn't he?
Who?
And I hate him. Tommy Cooper.
Oh, because he was his whole gist was being done at Magic, I guess. Or
I
oh,
think so, yeah.
sorry, have I infiltrated your restricted area?
You keep your body away from my restricted areas.
Sorry. Here, why don't you go over there with your pal, with your fucking pally? You happy now, you Russian pricks? Right, there's a thing over there. I want to get it.
Get it. But yeah. Shall we do next week's predictions?
Why ever not?
All right. Let's. Then 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 5. Go on then. What are you thinking?
Okay,
You
I.
can't put. They're gonna pick a new pope. Okay, you can't do it. I'm just saying it now.
The Pope will come back to life.
Okay, you're actually putting that,
Of
or
course, I'm fucking not.
because if it was gonna, it would have been what today,
Yeah.
yesterday.
If he does,
What
I'm
have
gonna
you
feel
said?
such a tit for not fucking saying it.
If he does, turns out it slipped into a coma. It's no, Agent 47 is dressed up on that table right now.
Yes, and it's all gone a
Just like
little
at the
out
end
of
of Blood
hand.
Money or
And,
whatever one it was, where
and
he's
Diana is very annoyed because this has caused an international incident. Because now everybody thinks Pope's dead, and it's not. He's in a fucking
unconscious in a closet
in a
somewhere.
closet.
Well, I mean, he's a Catholic, so it probably isn't a No, satire. No, take into account the fact that there's all that footage as well. he's not broken the security footage device, has he?
No, he's not getting Silent Assassin for this. I got an anal probe.
Oh my.
It's not very good.
Oh. I got a new butt toy as well.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to talk about it. Anyhow, so yeah, am I putting Pope comes back to life?
Of course you're fucking not.
Okay, well, if it happens,
Well,
I'm not giving you it.
I will kick myself.
Yeah, I'd kick you as well for.
If I put it
realising
and it's right, I want 2 points.
No.
Fuck you. That's so worth 2 points. If I predict the Pope being resurrected.
Nah, I'm not. I can't. I can't let you put it down. I can't justify you getting more points for it.
Okay.
I want to put down. I'm going to go first this time because
Yeah.
you've taken a bit of time.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I'm going to put down US backs out of Ukraine talks.
That's pretty safe, I should think.
Oh, they are talking about doing it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Whether it's just posturing or not. Have you seen the latest thing today?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't.
Trump apparently tweeted or whatever the fuck it is and said something along the lines of, "Vladimir, stop."
Lads,
Harshest words he said.
stop it.
You said you wouldn't do it. You said you want everyone to stop fighting. Stop firing missiles.
No.
It's not fair. Anyway. So yeah, what you got any ideas? What you want to?
I'm gonna guess we will get an announcement relating to the new Bond film.
Okay.
Now, whether that's a new Bond or a new director or an estimated release date or work on a script has begun or something like that.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna go with. There's gonna be.
Oh my god! What happened to him?
I don't know.
There's a typo there.
I don't know if they're playing or not. I'm going to go with Manchester United win a football match. Yeah. And the reason I'm going to say that is because from what I gather, they're having a really bad season.
So, fun fact, you can fight him in his mutant form, or you can use the anal probe to turn him back into a human and just kill him, and it's far easier.
Wow. Yeah, Man United win football match.
Okay.
Like I say, they're having a bad season apparently. I saw something that if Liverpool had stopped playing games in like November, they'd still have more points now than Manchester United have now.
I just want you to do me a favour and listen to this voice actor.
Is that Anthony Head?
It's Anthony Head off of Buffy.
And other things.
And other things.
Wow.
Right. Let's follow Giles off of Buffy.
Have you got any more?
Man United lose a football match.
Okay. Again, I don't know if they're going to play.
Oh, right.
They might play too. We might both get a point.
Okay.
I'm putting that down for you since you said it.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable thing.
Yeah. Come on, Giles.
There's no Formula One between now and then, so that doesn't. I can't put anything to do with that down. I'm gonna say a reform candidate
Yeah.
is going to be removed from the party, but they're still going to be on the ballot for next week's election.
Okay.
Oh, it's not next week; it's the week after.
All right. Okay.
Reform candidate.
Did you hear the news that there was a poll, and if the election were called today, Reform would be in power?
No, but you can make a poll say anything if you know who
Well,
is
yeah,
racist.
statistics have no master, whatever.
What did they do? Ask entirely like 75-year-old white men
Yes.
that lost their jobs to young Eastern Europeans. Like, fucking.
Exclusively
Yeah,
men
reform candidate
whose
kicked from party.
whose profile pictures of the Union flag.
Yeah. Who and their dating profiles are back to the good old days or something like that.
Yeah. I'm not a
When were
racialist.
these good old days?
Yeah. 1939 to 1945.
Oh, yeah.
Or 1933.
Well, I suppose 1933 to
Yeah.
39 were the good days for them
Yeah.
because it was all uphill from there, wasn't it?
Well, until,
Arguably to 41.
Yeah. And then the bloody Youngs had to stick their bloody nose in, didn't they?
Yeah, well, because the Japanese fucked up, of course.
Well.
I feel like Al Murray talking about this. Go on, it's your turn. You've got 2, I've got 3.
I feel like I need to have a death.
You need to narrow it down, though. It can't just be a celebrity death.
I'm going to say the death of a. I don't want to use the term household name, but the death of someone widely known. So, like a different. It can't be like a Serbian geologist. It's got to be like somebody. Most people on the street would go, "Oh yeah, him or her or them."
Okay. Okay, so a death that we get a news alert for.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with a death of. A French person, like a French celeb.
Oh, that's such a that's a bit.
Well, no, I mean I've narrowed down a nationality.
It's very broad, Jordan. It's very broad.
I mean, yes, but I mean I've picked a specific country. I think that's a bit more.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna challenge that. I think that's too broad.
All right. I'm gonna go with death of someone who's been in Doctor Who.
Okay. I mean, that's probably wider. There's probably more people who've been in Doctor Who than there are French celebrities. But
well, this is what you get. Yeah, it's a more narrow topic.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a narrower field.
Well, maybe Tom Baker will die and we'll both be quids in. I hope not, because I fucking love Tom Baker. I hope he lives forever. Sure, he doesn't, but.
You know what I need to do like next Thursday now, though, don't you?
Kill Tom Baker.
Have a look at all the people who've died in the last week on that fucking Wikipedia list and see how many of them would have been in Doctor Who.
You do realise you can. There's probably a Doctor Who fan site that'll just tell you. Like this week, we lost Charlie.
I can't be asked to find it.
Charlie Pumby, who played technician number 4 in The Abominable Snowman, episode 2.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you've still got 2 to go. I've only got 1 more to go.
I'm gonna say. See, I don't want to guess Dick Van Dyke will die because I love Dick Van Dyke. Although it wouldn't necessarily be that sad because he's lived a fucking great life.
Yeah, he's got to be nearly 100.
He is 100, I'm sure.
Oh, I thought he was 99 last we talked.
I don't know. You might be right.
I'll Google it.
Yeah, Google it. I could be wrong.
Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke. 2 weeks ago I searched for him. 99. He doesn't turn 100 till December.
Right. I hope he makes it. I mean, he's a very physically fit guy. He could well do it.
Yeah, Betty White was nearly 100 as well, wasn't she, when she
Yeah.
died? So, I don't know. He could join the 99 club.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put it down if you want it, but I
Nah.
you know.
I'm gonna say there'll be a bit of space news.
Okay, I need you to go a bit more specific on space news.
So,
Because
well, scientists get very excited. You know, there'll be a space announcement that will be exciting for scientists who know about this sort of thing.
okay,
But
exciting space announcement.
most people will probably go, you know, we
So
found
see, it's funny.
water on a moon or something. Okay.
It's funny because if you'd done that last week, maybe the week before, they did find a planet where they think they might have found better signs of life.
Well, yeah, I did see that. Apparently, I read that the gravity's so strong that if you were on there, you wouldn't be able to launch spacecraft.
Well, the thing is, like, we're basing all of the information that we have on the type of light that we're getting from this far away. So it's like it's not necessarily 100% accurate data, no matter what we do.
Mm,
Right? Apparently, we can tell that there's something in the atmosphere that that generally speaking, the only way we're aware of it existing is through life effectively exhaling.
mm, mm.
So, like, but it
Yes,
doesn't necessarily mean that that's the only reason that it exists, right?
there's shit
Just
breathing down there.
well, that's I think that's what they think based on what they're doing.
God
But again,
blimey. Go on.
it's a pinprick in the night sky,
Yeah.
and they're getting all this data that there might be life there. It's just it's such an uncertain thing
Oh.
that I'm reluctant to get set too much in store by it. I nearly put something about there being an article about a rogue asteroid that's going to hit, but there's always something like that, so it seems a bit cheap.
Mm. Okay, what's your last one?
I'm gonna go with okay. One of the papal candidates rules themselves out.
Okay.
I'm gonna say one of them's gonna be like, look, I don't want to do this. I don't want this to.
I
Are
don't
you
know.
happy for me to put that?
Yeah, I don't know whether that would be something they announce publicly as a thing. I don't know.
It might be. I don't know.
Yeah, worth putting down. I mean, we haven't had a conclave for 13 years, and I wasn't all that keyed in then.
Yeah, me neither. I just wondered why they were smoking in the Vatican.
Yeah.
I did see there's one of the Assassin's Creed games. You kill the Pope or you fight the Pope. I think it's when it was the Borgia.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I've seen footage of someone saying that was JD Vance trying to kill the Pope. Because
Yes.
obviously he just met him, hadn't he?
Yeah, it marks the second
Next
time a right-wing figure has been the last official person to meet with a beloved
Are you telling
global
me? Are you
figure.
telling me that JD Vance Liz trust the Pope?
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm saying.
I made that connection to someone at work the other
Yeah.
day, and it's like, yeah.
You've made about 400 of these videos.
What these?
Yeah.
Well,
And in our very first video, we mentioned Liz Truss killing the Pope or killing the Queen.
if we'd estimated that Liz Truss would kill the Pope, then
Well,
I've nearly finished that F1 podcast, by the way.
oh, cool.
Been listening to. I've only got 3 episodes, 3 or 4 episodes, and then I'm up to date.
What's
I'm
my
going to find
last?
something else to fill my time. I can get back on the audio. I could finally listen to those Greek myths I was going to listen to about 4 months ago.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to say there will be a natural disaster of well, I don't want to say significant scale because it's sort of nebulous, isn't it? You happy with just natural disaster? I shouldn't think you would be. I wouldn't be.
I mean, we had an earthquake yesterday. at
Well,
corporate news.
yeah. I mean,
So I feel like I tell you what, if you narrow it, if you exclude earthquake because they happen all the fucking time, literally all the time. There's one happening now,
when's
guaranteed.
tornado season?
I don't know.
I'm
I'll tell you
not.
what. If you give me a region of the world as well, I'll let you have natural disaster.
Okay, well, I'm thinking Ring of Fire here.
So Polynesia.
Hmm. How about I give you Death Toll?
Oh, okay, a bit morbid. Okay, higher than what?
100.
Deaths over 100.
Yeah.
All right. I'll accept that.
Okay.
It's a bit, like I say, it's a bit morbid, but we'll go with it.
It is a bit morbid, isn't it? God blimey, it's the Rosners. Fuck off.
Oh, blimey! Oh my God, is that a phone box?
Yeah, it is.
Crikey, governor!
Oh.
Oh, look at those London buses. You wait for one and two turn up at the same time.
God blimey. Oh.
Oh, you blew up the old London cabbie, didn't you?
Yeah.
I've been watching Secret Diary of a Call Girl, as you know.
Yeah. Do they do horrible
I've
Cockney accents in that too?
thankfully not. Uh,
Yeah.
I am on the final season. I only started it the other day when I told you that I'd started watching it.
Has she,
That was the first time.
has she
First
reformed
time.
her wicked ways yet?
No, she's actually at the moment she's standing in for the madam that used to give her jobs
All right.
and take the commission because she's in prison at the moment awaiting money laundering charges.
Ah.
She was money laundering, just for clear.
All right.
Uh, so it's all a bit. God knows what can happen, but she's broken up with a bloke that was seeing escorts behind her back.
Right. Ironic.
Well, yeah, I wasn't too sure what I made of it, to be honest with you. What sort of standing she had, because it didn't make it wasn't. I wasn't 100% sure I was on her side.
Mm.
But anyway, she's got her own place now, like a proper house in London because she's minted. And it's still a bit sexy and a bit raunchy and a bit exciting to watch sometimes. But it's annoying because when you understand how TV's made, and how if they do a cut from face to naked body, you just know that their face and the naked body aren't on the same person. There's an awful lot of that going on, so you know that it's not really Billy Piper whose bits you're seeing.
It's based on a real person.
Yeah, real the intimate adventures of a London call girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says it a lot in the title.
Yeah.
Because the premise of this is that she has written that book in like season 2.
All right.
Season 2, season 3 is end of season 2. She's writing a book. Season 3, she's writing the next one and sort of sleeping with the editor.
Oh, that's good of her.
And he's the one who was seeing other escorts.
Well, it's research, isn't it?
Well, she sleeps with an escort in that same episode for the sole purpose of researching the book.
Huh.
And then it turns out he's seeing escorts as well, and yeah, it's all fun. But yeah, it's I'm nearly at the end of it. I think I've got 6 episodes left now, and they're only 20 minutes long. So what? That's 2 hours. Have it done by the end of the weekend, I should think.
Well, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's fun. They've done a few. It bothers me that sometimes I know what words describe the thing that they're going to do based on the pictures that we can see just before it happens. So, for example, I know this because someone else told me, not because I enjoy it. I just want to make that clear now.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of sploshing?
It rings a horrible bell.
It's when you get a bit messy with food.
Oh, right.
And in the context of the show, the guy that she's sploshing with, he sort of fucks like a pudding of some sort while she's covering him in other puddings.
Okay.
And he tries putting beans down her pants and stuff like that.
Right.
They sit on a cake at the end of the episode. And
like Lisa Tarbuck on Taskmaster.
and then they throw cake at each other and having a good old time with getting messy with food, basically.
Right.
But I knew that it was going to be sploshing before. Like I saw that she'd prepared a spread of desserts, and I was like, "Oh, he's a splosher, isn't he?"
I don't like that word.
I don't like that word either, and I don't like the fact that I know it. I've come to realise that I perhaps know too many kinky things.
Mm.
The fact that there was a particular toy that was just offhand on the show. It's not even like we saw it in use or anything.
Yeah.
But I've got the same fucking one in the toolbox. It's just a vibrator. It's nothing fancy. It's not even a particularly good one, right? But like, I've got that same fucking model.
Well,
So, you know, I'm thinking of having a clear out of the sex toys actually.
can I have some?
Do you?
No. Oh,
Oh.
no. No,
Do
thank
you
you.
not still have a flashlight?
No.
Oh, hang on. When you said, I thought you said I have some, not can I have some.
No.
Oh,
Well, I've actually got
I think you
some.
should get some.
I've got some homework for you.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. Go on.
I have you got any more topics?
No, I don't think so.
Cool. So, well, the gist of it is I've been watching some clips from inside the actor studio, and at the end they always ask the same, I think 5 or 6 questions, and I sort of want to pose them to you.
Go
The
on then.
issue is they're the sort of questions that are so wide spanning. You're probably going to want a bit of time to think about them.
No, quick fire. Do it.
Uh, okay. Um, okay, hang on. I'm going to have to look this up. I'm probably going to die.
Pause it.
I can't quite remember what they are. Okay, it's 10. Uh,
Okay. I'm
right.
here.
Okay. What is your favorite word?
My favourite word, fuck.
What is your least favorite word?
Um, free.
Hmm. What turns you on?
What doesn't?
Is that your answer?
No, obviously there's a whole host of things that don't turn me on, but the trouble is, so many things do turn me on. But at this point, it's
Sleeping masks, haircuts, me.
getting my hair tugged is like a. We were talking today about self-defense at work, and a woman was saying, I learned at a very young age that it doesn't matter how short a man's hair is, you can still always pull it. And someone was like, "Well, it's not always a deterrent," and I was like, "Yeah, some people might like it." And they gave me a look because they know.
Oh no, it glitched. Fuck. Okay. So yeah,
Yes,
what turns you on if you had to say?
too many fucking things. If I had to pick one thing, I'd get having my ear like
Nibbled.
nibbled, licked, kissed, the odd bite.
Mm.
That sort of. Yeah, just earplay, and
Airplay.
it's weird. It's weird because it's such a I can't understand why at all. But yeah, earplay. So
Um,
bear that in mind, people. Oh, and a bit of neck play as well, I suppose, if you want to really get into it.
what turns you off?
Feet.
Mm.
I don't do feet.
Oh, that's a historical reference. What sound or noise do you love?
I love the sound of um. I like my son's laugh.
Oh, that's a lovely one.
I love hearing him laugh.
Oh. What sound or noise do you hate?
Um, the cat's meowing. The cat's meowing while I'm trying to sleep.
Mm.
I want to throw him out the window sometimes.
What is your favourite curse word?
Fuck. I know it's unfair because it's
Basic.
but it's my favorite word.
Yeah.
But fuck is such a versatile swear word.
Yes,
That's
it
why I
is.
love it
Yes.
so much. You could put it literally any fucking where.
You just have.
Middle of a fucking sentence, middle of a fucking word.
Yeah.
Eddie Izzard does this wonderful thing where in French he'll say "abso-fucking-lumon" because it doesn't even have to be an English fucking word that you can throw it in the middle of.
What did he say? Sorry.
Abso-fucking-lumon.
Yeah. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I would. Oh, Ben, what's that Pokemon called?
What?
What's that Pokemon called?
What Pokemon?
Pokemon in that server.
I can't check now, man.
It looks like a little vulture.
Oh, I know what that is.
Tell me, what is it?
Is it in an egg?
No.
Has it got like a yellow beak and like a tuft of hair at the top?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what it is.
It's mostly blue. Remember, catch it with the thing, with the code. It tells you what the format to do it.
Oh, that's not a vulture. That's I know what it is. What do I say?
Okay, it literally in the box above it. It
Add
says guess the Pokemon type.
Poke2 catch.
Space cat, space Pokemon name. You don't have to do the brackets. You just type the Pokemon's name instead.
It's not. Oh god, hang on. What is it?
I don't know. I know it.
Fuck you.
Well done.
Right.
Number 12, bro.
Yeah. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I feel like I would probably. I suppose it'd probably be interesting to be like a lawyer or something for a bit.
Yeah, I'd like to be one of those old turn of the century lawyers where it was like a performance and you great oratory and things like that. Like, yeah, high passions. What profession would you not like to do?
Teacher. No, I wouldn't want to be a cop.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no appreciation of them.
And the last one, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
The assumption being that I'm going to get in.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Welcome.
Welcome.
Have fun. The water's in. The water's warm. Do what you want.
Yeah.
Steer
Oh,
clear
there's
of
she's saying it. She's saying it. She's saying it.
Stay clear of this part of heaven because it's not as fun as the rest.
Yeah.
Here's where the really nasty stuff takes place.
I was going to say, damn it, they've got the address wrong again. Should I do mine?
Go on then.
Okay. What is my favourite word? I don't know. There's so many. There's so many. I honestly don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm pleased that you.
I have put enough thought into this. I think.
God, what she needs to do is give up her fucking music career.
I don't know. What is my favourite word? What's a word I use all the time?
It's funny how you thought I would need all this time.
I know you burned through them. I'm too thoughtful. I guess passion. I like words with P's in them. So
Okay.
I like because it's fun to say things like Culpeper, you know.
What about something like perpendicular?
Yeah. Or gargantuan or something. No, probably passion.
Perplexing.
Passion probably probably that.
Okay.
What is
Right.
your least favourite word? Sploshing. Not keen on that one. What turns you on? Being listened to. A good a
Right.
good
Well,
a good conversationalist.
are you telling me that I turn you on?
No.
Are you saying I'm not a good conversationalist?
All right, you turn me on.
Oh, you saucy devil, you.
Oh God, don't say like that. Um, yeah, somebody who listens to me. Somebody who I remember when I worked at a previous job. I've told this story
Hmm.
before, but I was
Yes. Yes, then carry on.
stop it. I was talking to somebody, and they would say something and then stop, and I'd say something and build on what they said and add my own points, and they do the same, and it was amazing.
I suppose it is underrated having a good conversation with someone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why you're so lucky you've got me, isn't it?
what turns you off?
Hang on, I can answer this one for you.
What?
Hmm.
um, I guess ignorance and arrogance.
Okay.
You know, I hate people who say stupid, thoughtless things with all the confidence in the fucking world, and bad conversationalists, I suppose.
Well, yeah.
What sound or noise do you love? I love the sound of the ocean
Yeah, reasonable.
or people laughing. People laughing is a great one as long as they're laughing at stuff I say.
Yeah, rather than at you
Mm.
having, I don't know, piss yourself or
Shit
something.
myself, yeah. Unless I did it on purpose
Yeah.
for a laugh, in which case, bloody great.
In this case, the joke's on them.
Yeah, haha, I win.
The joke's on them and all down your pants.
Yeah. Um,
I came all in my pants.
what's that from?
It's Peep Show, isn't it? They think he's pissed himself, but he hasn't.
Yeah,
He's jizzed himself because Dobby's been rubbing up against him.
in the stationery cupboard. What
The cock
sound?
bunker.
Yes, what sound or love do you hate? People eating with their mouths open. Fucking
Yeah.
despise it. Can't stand it. What is your favorite curse word? Cunt.
Okay.
And I'll tell you for why. It's not the sort
All
of
right, Rob Brydon.
it's not the sort of thing you throw about willy nilly. You got to save it for a special occasion.
Well, it's
But
funny because I used that word in a text about 5 minutes ago.
all right, well, each to their own.
Well, it was appropriate.
Yeah, I like it because it feels like a weighty ball of iron in your hand, and you can really enunciate it properly. You can go cunt, you know.
Hmm.
It feels good. Um, what profession, other than your own, would you like to attempt? An actor.
Okay, yeah.
What profession would you not like to do? Uh, I wouldn't like to. I wouldn't like to do something very public facing. I guess retail, maybe. I wouldn't like to go back to that. Um, yeah. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates? I'd like him to say, "Well done, you did good, and I'm proud of you."
Well, I suppose someone's got to say they're proud of you at some point, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah,
Speaking of being proud of people,
yeah,
that was the last one, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, I thought so. I made a doctor's appointment to talk about a medical issue of mine.
yeah.
A proactively one. It's not one that's like a major health risk or something. It's just something that I
Syphilis.
feel the need to talk to a medical professional about before.
What's is it your penis?
No, it's my testicles.
Knew it.
Because I don't know if you know this,
You've
but
only
male
got
uni.
one.
I mean, I don't technically only have one. One of them is undescended.
It's like one of them choir boys.
Yeah. I guess it's why my voice is so high pitched.
Castrato. That's what you are.
Imagine what would happen. Imagine how deep I'd be able to get if the other one had
Oh,
fallen.
God, you sound like.
But the trouble is, right, that we're at a prime sort of age for testicular cancer, and I can't check that one properly.
True
So
that.
either there are two options really. Well, three options. Either we wait it out and hope for the best,
Yeah.
but I don't really like the idea of. Two, they surgically lower it.
Oh.
Three, they remove it.
Oh.
And I'm fine with them removing it if they replace it with a prosthetic.
Gosh.
But I feel like I need to have that chat with them. A conversation needs to be had. So I'm going to be seeing a doctor in a couple of weeks to say, look,
Well,
have a look at me balls,
very good. Well,
have a feel, see how you get on,
shall we call it
juggle them.
on that note?
Yeah, balls to this.
Because I've just been walking around killing people and reading minds and trying to think about my favourite word. So thanks very much for joining us, if you did, which you didn't. And we'll see you next time, although we will be making a video about Doctor Who.
Yes.
Bye.
And we should go out before this one.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So we saw you back then. Time's wibbly wobbly.
Well, hell, we'll still be making a video about Doctor Who unless something terrible has happened.
Oh yeah.
Bye.
Bye.